Smithfield Foods shuts down another 26 hog farms in Utah. Let's discuss. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano. Tonight, we are drinking Michigan cherry coffee from Meyer, the Fredericks brand by Meyer. Got Frank, the Patriot Bald Eagle, here with me tonight. It's good coffee. Nice dinner coffee. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee together, go ahead and do this now, as this will be a lengthy discussion. Guys, we got 26 contracts being terminated by Smithfield Foods in Utah. This comes just a month. Well, a little bit over a month. Back in October, they closed down 35 hog farmers in Missouri. And now we have 26 hog farmers closed that is closing in Utah. It's getting real, guys. It's getting real. I had read where the CEO was talking about overstock, and with the prices of feed and things like this is causing them to have to do these things to shut down some of the different farms. I don't know. Is it beyond that? Look at the pork prices have been going up. Okay. And as to where, yes, this could be part of the reason. Feed is obviously gone up in price. They were also talking about shortages of corn feed and the prices of it. Now, Smithfield is owned by Hong Kong, the WH Group in Hong Kong. Now, I'm a firm believer in a lot of these companies. We need to make sure that, especially all of our meat and processing plants and all of these things, need to be run by our own country. For one, the money is being put back into our country. Our infrastructure is collapsing. It is collapsing before our very eyes. You don't have to look too far. I go drive through downtown Cincinnati and I see buildings that need work. I see streets that are destroyed. Train system. Our train system in Cincinnati, which is who knows how old, was just bought out by Norfolk Southern. The same people that, were in charge of the train derailment in East Palestine. They bought it out for $1.6 billion. There's been no real talk of where they're going to spend this money or how they're going to spend it. And it's just like I said, we talked about this in another video. It's like, it's just one thing after another, guys. And I wanted to mention this one today because I feel bad for the farmers. I feel bad for the locals that are working their tails off. And then something like this, they're cutting contracts. 26 of them, to be exact. And now they're talking about a third of their production line being cut as well. Up to a third. Probably be more than that or all. You got to take everything with a grain of salt these days, guys. When somebody comes out and says, well, a third, and you're talking about shutting things down, I would be looking for another job. If you're working in the Smithfield processing plant in Utah, I would be looking for another job. Because chances are it's going to be a lot more than that. They'll come out with something else. It'll be the initial third, like they said in the news, But then it'll come out and then they'll say, oh, well, it was more than that. It was more than that. We're going to give you 2 weeks to restructure your entire life. I don't know, guys. It is frustrating. One of the things that, like farmers, usually family farms, right? It's been passed down from generation to generation. And contracts change, right? They disappear. You gain new ones. Hopefully, all of you, if you're a part of some of the farms in Utah, the hog farms, you have other contracts that you're able to contract out with some mass producers, right? I would be looking around very quickly. And if you're contracting out through Smithfield, chances are I don't really know. I don't know much about it. This is kind of all my opinion from here on out. But Smithfield, like I said, is not given inside this country. We sold it to Hong Kong. So, we want to protect the American way and the American farms. We got to bring it all back, guys. Whoever can come up with some of these contracts, whoever can help these farmers out, this message on this channel for this video is for you. Help these farmers out. Get in contact with them. They've probably been very good. I know they're very good at what they do, making sure that we have the pork that we need. We've seen pork prices go up. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. We saw bacon 2 weeks. Everybody says, oh, well, Smithfield didn't have anything to do with Oscar Mayer or some of the other ones. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because when things like this happen, other companies get nervous. The nervousness of the unknown. They start asking questions. I know I would if I was in the same business with somebody and I'm saying, oh, Smithfield closed 35 farms here, cut production in half, closing 26 farms contracts in Utah, cutting your production at your plant as well. What's going on here? What are the prices? How are they failing? Or is this something else? Right? We may have other companies that are like, they could jump in and take these contracts over, maybe for a great deal. Maybe for a good deal. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I don't know any of that stuff. I just feel bad for the farmers. I feel bad for the families, right? I know when you think 26 hog farmers, 70 layoffs, it doesn't sound terrible. It's not a lot of people. Yes, it is. These are families. These are people who are providing for their families. These are generations of farmers that have been taking care of their families and taking care of you at home. You eating these products, all your pork and ribs and bacon and all this stuff. Ham. Look at the hams. I am shocked. I gotta say, I'm not overly shocked, but I am kind of shocked that the ham prices are the same as what they were last year. I know a lot of people were saying that on the channel that you were surprised as well. Yeah. I'm in and out of the stores all the time. This is what we do. If this is your first arrival to the channel here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe down below and give us a like, as it does help, guys. It helps spread the message, spread our videos out all around the world. And if you are just tuning in, this is what we cover. We cover prices. We cover prices in the stores. We try to help save you as much money as possible every day. Whether we are sitting here talking about it in a coffee rant or me physically boots on the ground in the stores, which is what we do. That is our main focus, to make sure that we're saving you as much money as possible in the stores as we go along, describing things. Different ways to use digital coupons, ways to save money. That is what we are all about. And what I hate, we always try to keep everybody in the know of all of these events going on. So when we see that pork has gone up 10% over the last couple weeks, you watch. Because of this happening, pork is going to go up in price again. We have been saying this ever since the first initial wave of this, that pork prices were going to go up. What happened? 2 weeks later. Now we saw crazy regular. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You go into your store, your main supermarket, grocery store, and you haven't seen the sales that you see on pork. But if you notice, the regular prices have been the same. $5.99 a pound for a pork loin. But you're never going to pay that, right? Because you were getting it for $2.49 or $2.99 a pound on sale. Or buy one, get one free. When's the last time we've seen a buy one, get one free anywhere on pork? Some stores might, but Kroger doesn't. Meyer hasn't. They do this thing now where it's buy one, get one of equal or lesser value, 40% off at Meyer. And that is rare now. And we're seeing the sale prices even when they're on sale. I saw a pork loin for $3.99 a pound on sale the other day. $5.99 a pound regular price, which is still the same crazy regular price that it's been, but we always find sales on it. We're finding less and less sales, and the sales that we're paying for of what we used to, we're paying more. So if you look at it like I do, the regular price is staying the same, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to pay $3.99 a pound for a pork loin. Unless it's spectacular. Unless somebody comes up, no, you have to try this, Dan. Well, then, yeah, I might. But it's crazy. It really is. And back to the hams, I'll go ahead and go over what we've seen so far. I didn't see really any good deals on ham at Aldi, but I think traditionally they don't have the kind of sales that Kroger and Kroger-owned stores have on ham. They did have the 99 cents a pound butterball turkeys, though. And that's probably going to last throughout Christmas hopefully right up to New Year. So any of these deals, take advantage of. If you have some extra freezer space, Kroger and all Kroger-owned stores are having sales on ham. They do differ. Excuse me, depending on where you are, like what city you're. I mean, it's whatever store it is, whether it's Smith's, Ralph's, King Soopers, Dillon's, Food for Less out west, Mariano's. I mean, Kroger owns so much. That's why we always compare Kroger, because Kroger is, and the sales are very similar. Now, our Kroger here in Cincinnati, 89 cents a pound right now for the Kroger Spiral Ham, which is really good. It's good ham. 89 cents a pound. I never thought I would see that price again. I can't believe that's what it is. Next year, it probably will not be. Next year, it probably will not go down to that. So, if you're into preparing for the future and you have a deep freezer or something, might not be a bad idea to buy an extra one. Or if, they have the Cook's hams as well, 79 cents a pound. Now, they limit you to 2 on the Cook's and Kroger, and I do believe with most Krogers right now that it's an extra $25 purchase on top of that. Which, in my opinion, and it's been higher purchase prices over to get those deals before. So to spend an extra $25, I don't feel is very hard to do at Kroger. Take advantage of some of the buy 5 or more, save $1 each deals going on this week. I mean, it's some good deals. Meyer also has their Meyer Spiral Hams, which are really good, come with the glaze and everything, 89 cents a pound this week. Same as Kroger. Now, if you do the M-Perks digital coupon by Meyer, then you can get one, I think, for 79 cents a pound. So, and that's that. I'm thinking these sales are going to last through Christmas. Don't quote me on that. But it's some good deals. This may be the final deal. And more of this stuff from Smithfield is happening. They are cutting ties. Who knows? It could. This is why, if you work with Smithfield, I would consider finding another job, because now it's happening more often. Now it's happening more and more. And I understand there's a lot of work and stuff, and it's not easy to just say go find another job, especially if you have been working there for years and you got maybe a pension or something building up in the company. I don't know, guys, but it is sad news for all involved. I feel bad for the families. I feel bad for our farmers. I feel bad for the people working in the processing plants. I mean, it's where they're trying to put food on their table for their families. It's getting harder and harder to do, guys. The prices keep going up on just about everything. Every time I go into a store around here, a main supermarket, Kroger, doesn't matter, anywhere. Even Walmart lately. Every time I've gone into Walmart, I can name 10 to 20 items that have just gone up in price. Walmart's kind of going through this phase right now where they're raising prices on all the food. A lot of it isn't that much. A lot of it's only a few pennies. Some of it's more than a few pennies. Meat is going through the roof at Walmart, but it is everywhere. Pork is next. Pork has kind of always been a little pricey at Walmart. Same at chicken. Chicken's expensive at Walmart. Beef has gone up at Walmart. It's going up everywhere. It is. Got to pay attention, guys. We got to make sure that we are paying attention to all this stuff. Again, make sure you tune in 8:30 in the morning every morning. We put videos out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time every day. Whether it's a coffee rant or I am in the store going over different prices, we are going to be doing some different things other than food, some other prepping items, things that, we like to stock up on, batteries, flashlights, these kind of things. Good thing to have. All these different cyber attacks and all this other stuff going on. If the power goes out, you want to make sure you have some candles, lights, maybe some battery-operated heated blankets or something. All kinds of different things. Make sure you leave your comments down below. I'm going to end the coffee rant here with that. Thank you all so much for joining. Have a great night.